Alright, we're back, everyone. Let's head over to Capua Torim. And this thing.
This'll make good practice.
How you doing, Exegesis? How's your week been? How was your Easter? What'd you get up to? Wow, Watchog appears. That's Factor's favorite Pokemon. Helen Elemental. Make sure you capture that that Watchog, that like Vector's favorite Pokemon, so. We got a triple battle.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
I don't like being poisoned. Super rude.
I got no time to think.
Just beat him senseless and you'll win.
Exactly.
This power will make me stronger.
Oh, it's Spearmaster. Excellent. Exegesis, do you like Tales of Vesperia?
That man called Jaeger certainly had a unique way of talking.
Unique isn't the word I'd use. I had a hard time understanding some of the stuff he said.
An ancient way of speaking lost in this day and age.
What? Are you serious?
It would at least make a good story if that were true.
She is done with that. She does physical attack, but I'm actually gonna give her the Hydronomos here. No, Burning Blood actually may be the end up being the better one. No, Hydro. You have more physical defense and M defense with this. You lose a little bit of M attack, but I think ultimately these two might be the better option. Oh, okay.
Let's eliminate them.
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
The sign of victory. We've arrived.
There's no sign of them.
Looks like they ended up getting away. Where are we anyway?
A forest in central Tolbikia. If I'm right, Torim Harbor is east of here.
We should probably just get to the harbor rather than going back to Heliord.
What? But what about Q-More? Do we just let him go?
I thought the purpose of your journey was to find Pharaoh.
Well,
I wasn't aware brave Vesperia was formed to follow your random whims.
I'm sorry. That was never my intention.
Oh, she's just telling you to relax. Besides, Flynn's on the scene, right? You can be sure he'll take care of things.
Hey, Pharaoh? Brave Vesperia? Start explaining.
Just about to ask the same questions myself.
Huh? What the?
What's wrong, Miss Genius Mage? Forget me already? It's me, Raven the Great.
Who the hell do you...
I told you, Raven the Great. Man, you're a scary little kid, you know that?
So, what are you up to?
With all the stuff you've been doing, poor Raven got sent all the way out here to keep an eye on you.
Why would they do that?
First things first, let's go find an inn at Torim Harbor. I'll tell you everything there. Raven's pretty hungry, you see.
I suppose there's no point in hanging around here. Torim Harbor is a good first step.
Why do you keep
Torim
calling
Harbor,
yourself
then.
Raven?
Would that be all right?
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be selfish.
Okay, let's go.
Raven joined the party. Jeremy, if you found yourself on a date with Raven, where would you take him?
We sure have fought a lot of monsters.
Yes, I thought by now they might be more scarce, but...
That sounds like something you'd think, Estelle.
If we could wipe out all the monsters ourselves, we wouldn't need anything like barriers anymore.
But why are there monsters anyway?
So that people can defeat them, of course.
I think that's a little extreme.
Well, that's the only thing they're good for. I wonder. It seems there would be some good reason why they exist.
There's no use thinking too hard about it. Get started on that train of thought, and you'll soon be asking yourself why humans exist.
Yes, that's a good question, too.
There you go, making things more complicated, old man.
I was trying to get you to stop thinking about these things, not think about them more.
This man really wanted to fight. Holy shit.
Don't get sloppy.
I mean, alright. Looks like he regretted it.
Spread thy arms snare and deliver my enemies unto me. O power that tries souls, shut up.
Let's go.
High fatal tension. Alright. Carol? Oh, she's using a high power yo-yo. I forgot about that. Wait, was that what I had her equipped with? Yes, it is. Oh, he's done with the stone slasher. Alright, hang on. Time to give him his best weapon that we have, the Ashura. A sword named after a god known as both a devil and a guardian. The sharpness of the blade is unreal. Another reference to Tales of Innocence, I think.
I know we haven't been gone for long, but I have to say, it still feels good to be back.
Can I get you Pansy some tissues, or can we go to the inn now? I'm so hungry.
All right, all right.
Okay. Let's start with spears first. Already have a halberd. Oh wait. She hasn't learned it yet, but then we can make Hades for her. A war spear named after the god of death, feared for its destructive power on the battlefield. I don't have the ability to make any of these. That's interesting. Lots of really good armors that we can get for her, but I can't make any of them. I'll make the splash dress then. A garment coat with a splash of water. Even the sleeves resemble a splash. I don't really... Can I make that now? It's really bad. Wait, can you reuse that? No, you can't. Alright. You have that. We don't have any silver ore to make these. I need another one of these though. I don't have a sentinel. Yeah, I don't think I have this. A sword made with ancient technology. You can sense the aggression of beasts in the design. Alright. I'll have that. Let me have that. I can't make many spears. Okay, reflect. Okay, we don't want to make this yet because he hasn't learned everything from the other one. I have the deadly horn. It's already equipped. Pile driver, I think I already have. Cerulean hammer. Way worse. Can't make these either. Okay, not gonna make that yet. Avenger scroll. Might as well make that. I already have a rivet that. Okay, we're not gonna make the ever blue bonus yet. I don't want to make that just yet because I don't know if the high power yo-yo I have equipped right now is better or not. He's already got the variable edge, but I can make this and then make this. We'll come back to that. That's too heavy hit. We have the shards equipped. Pirate's knife. We can make this, but we can't really use them yet. Okay, we gotta go up to the bow. See if we can have enough money to make the other variable edge. There we go. Got the one beta. Okay. I'm not gonna worry about that. Can't do anything with that. Good with that. Give her that. Life healer and defend 2. Okay, we're fine for now. Go to the end. Hey, Lord Theory, welcome! We were doing some item management. I'm gonna save actually. How's it going? We're playing some Tales of Vesperia. 300 gold to stay. Let's stay. Thanks for doing a shout out, Jeremy.
So even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the Empire is out on the loose.
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the Imperial throne, too.
Yup. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on you.
So you're here to observe her? That's kind of creepy.
Really?
What? Is it just me?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess back there. It hasn't been easy for old Raven.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural considering the state of things between the Empire and the Union.
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to keep track of their movements.
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor.
Yes.
Do you know what sort of place a desert is?
Well, it's hot and dry, and they've got a lot of sand there.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though.
Our plan is to get to the area together first.
And then?
Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is.
I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan. So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right?
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though. I'm just saying.
No. I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just fine.
Why is that?
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for the Don. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica, isn't it?
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
Do you know what's written in the letter?
It's got something to do with those monsters that attacked Dongris. In particular about that Pharaoh chap you all are following. The Don thinks Bellius will know something about that monster.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this Bellius a visit too.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will just tag along with you.
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the laws of brave Vesperia.
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild, you know?
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
It's against the rules for anybody to be in 2 guilds at the same time. And I guess technically speaking, you are a member of Altosk.
What do you mean, technically?
So are we done? I'm gonna go get some rest then.
Look, Omega, it's
Okay.
Drampa. That's Vector's favorite Pokemon. Make sure you catch it. That's it, guys. Okay, sorry.
What do you think Rita's gonna do?
What indeed?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
Old spy title. Party with everyone. Hey, Carol. What are you doing? We have to do another one of these where we gotta go talk to
What's
everyone.
the matter, boss?
I don't know if I like you calling me that.
The boss is the boss. What would you have me calling you instead?
Just call me whatever you called me before. This boss thing seems a little over the top. It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get used to it?
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than I do, right?
I guess. The boss of a guild has to stand as a role model for everyone else. I wonder if I could be that great of a person.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. You can take it a little at a time. For now, our guild has a job to complete.
Omega, what do you think of Yuri's shirt?
You're right. First we need to take Estelle to meet Pharaoh. But do you think we'll be able to meet him?
Our guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward, and people will lose confidence in our abilities. That's all there is to it.
I think we may have picked something a little too tough for our first job.
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward will be that much bigger too. Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
What do you think of Carol's outfit? The boss. Me. That's a creepy laugh, dude. Oh, Rita isn't here.
Do you really plan on helping Estelle find that Pharaoh whatever?
Yeah, I guess so.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid poison or something?
Yeah, I heard.
After something like that, I guess you can't just tell her to forget about the whole thing. But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the issue of the succession to the throne.
Yeah, I'm worried that might happen.
What are you talking about? That's what is happening.
Yeah, maybe.
But
You're saying I should take her back to the castle?
yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out what she should really do.
You realize it might come to blows with this Pharaoh guy, right? She won't get to figure out anything at all if she dies.
She's not gonna die. That's why I'm going with her.
Ugh, have it your way then.
Sorry, Rita. Enough already. Anyway, Vector, have you played this? Not Vector. Omega. Sorry, I saw Drampa and thought of Vector's favorite Pokemon. Hey, repeat.
I said that I will deal with things in my way of doing, but I let Cumore escape that easily. What a shame. I don't know how I could explain this to Flynn.
You should play it.
I know.
It's good.
We have Guild's job to deal with rather than Cumore. Yeah, I just can't let him loose. Men of his kind will never learn, and will always repeat the same thing forever. I'll have to do something. I left the Empire and formed a guild for this kind of purpose. He will get what he deserves.
He will get what he deserves. Hey, Judith.
Oh? Are you going to look for that Cumore guy by any chance?
Nah, just going on a walk. Where were you?
Just out for a walk like you.
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been gnawing at you, has it?
What I said earlier.
Didn't you say some pretty harsh things to Estelle?
Oh, right. Sorry to beat you to the punch like that.
What? You didn't beat me to the punch on anything.
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did, weren't you?
What, you figured it out? You don't have to apologize for something like that.
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad about hurting Estelle with what you said?
No. You don't believe me?
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you let on.
No, not at all.
Well, whatever.
What about you? Aren't you going out to look for him?
I told you already, I'm just going for a walk.
These two talk in circles. Me? Do you think I'm actually concerned about you? Rude, but yes. Hey, Stone.
I'm just incorrigible. Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I forget all about everything else. I really lose sight of everything I was planning on doing beforehand.
Yep, that's about right.
I came
Fine.
to my senses after Judith told me. Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Hey, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah. I kind of feel like coming with you was the right choice.
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to take the Imperial throne, but there are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this world.
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri?
Hmm?
I might end up trying to order you guys around again. Next time I do that, yell at me, would ya?
Sure. It's not the sort of personality trait that's easy to fix by yourself. Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack, so I think we'll let him be the one we vent our frustration on.
Well, I'm going back to the inn. I'll see you.
Yeah. Now we gotta find Raven. What about me? What about Raven? Where the fuck is her? Won't let me on the boat.
I can't believe we have to travel with you.
What, you ain't happy?
Well, I'm not exactly jumping for joy.
You're too glum. Lighten up. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of evil?
That was only because you had to. I still haven't forgotten about what you did at Nor Harbor.
You still remember that. Some people just don't know when to give up.
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is already more than enough.
Don't worry, don't worry. I'll be on my best behavior. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gas for us, didn't I?
Yeah, that sure would be nice.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be able to keep up with you youngins for much longer.
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl. I ain't got much choice in the matter.
Sounds like a tough job.
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial Knights somewhere.
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking bad thoughts again.
Nah, not at all.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us. But might as well make the best of it.
What do you mean, really too bad? Well, whatever. Anyway, Raven the Great is going back to the inn. Later, boy.
Theory, do you call yourself Theory the Great? And do you refer to yourself in the third person? Your room is next door, right? In we go. What am I missing? Oh, getting up to some nighttime shenanigans, huh? Let me tag along too.
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita?
That one has her own matters to attend to.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor and then find a boat?
Huh? You mean...
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had to go...
You were going to investigate the air craner, weren't you?
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research the others.
So you'll be using us to help with your investigation?
Well, there's no guarantee I won't run into trouble like back at Heliord. Anyway, it'll be safer for me this way than going alone.
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't changed.
This means we'll be able to travel together again. I'm so happy.
Yeah, well, you know, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were going to the harbor, right?
To be young again, I tell ya.
You got something you want to say?
Whoa! Down, girl!
To the harbor, then.
Reunited with everyone.
Stop making food I don't like! Make something else! I won't take this bullying!
Okay, no food for you then.
All of us have things we don't like, but you don't see us complaining. Live with it.
You should be thankful. I stopped reading to come here and eat with you, you know.
An unbalanced diet can lead to an unhealthy body.
I'm done growing. I can afford a little lack of nutrition at my age.
Rapide's making fun of you, old man. He says you're a disgrace to humans. You're the oldest one here. Aren't you ashamed of yourself?
No way. I'm a poor excuse for a grown-up.
Sheesh, listen to him.
You're terrible.
What? He just turned to stone. Alright. The port in Capua Noir was reopened. They say there will be a new magistrate. Maybe I should take my sales there. The people of Capua Noir revere those who expelled the magistrate. What's up with this girl? How strange. What's the matter? The Shagotham flowers are only supposed to open during the rainy season, yet look, they're already in full bloom. That sounds pretty weird. I know, right? I wonder if someone's been coming here and watering the ground or something. Would just that be enough to make these flowers bloom? Another cause for flowers blooming early could be an imbalance in the air. So you're saying that this place... It's okay, even if my guess is right, this level of air imbalance can occasionally be found in nature. Plants are simply more sensitive to changes in the surrounding air than humans, and they're reacting to that. We wouldn't want to have what happened in Heliord happen in here. What the... Judy? Ah! The warehouse's aeroblastias! I can't believe that Dragon Freak would do this again! I'm gonna go see. Oh, Rita! Dragon Freak, huh? What's all this commotion about? Huh? It wasn't you? I plead the fifth. Apparently the fifth is a thing in this universe. It was terrible. There's nothing left for me to fix. I'm sorry for your loss. The next time I see that freak, I'm gonna punch him straight into the stratosphere. Stupid dragon freak! Whoa, scary. I don't know what you're trying to do, but it's not causing any of you any trouble, is it? I already told you. I'm not gonna do anything that would cause any of you harm.
Synthesis artisans are amazing. They produce such lovely items in such a short time.
Yes, it really is an art. The quality is always second to none, too. And the same artisan is always sneaking into the cities we visit just before we get there.
What? Are you serious?
Oh yeah. I wish I had half the vitality he has. We're nothing compared to how much he gets around.
Yeah, right, okay. There's no way he could do that.
Really? Do you think it's more likely that the world's full of such skilled artisans?
You too, Judith? You really believe that?
And he must have great instincts, too. We should see about getting him to join Brave Vesperia.
Really? Carol, the next time we meet him, let's see if he'll join.
Right, okay.
Whoa. I think those two actually fell for all that.
The princess and the kids still have a lot to learn.
I hear they're actually using Blastia to do the synthesis.
You know, maybe we got a little carried away.
Alright guys, we're gonna take a break and we got about 30 minutes left to stream. Don't go anywhere. We got more Tales of Vesperia for you.